Yo, what up, what up? This is your boy Mark Jamgo. This is my Summer Madness 4 official recap. This is my first event. I was in the building. It was a crazy event, probably one of the best events that I can remember from URL in a long time. Um, so let's get right into it. I got to the battle at 9:30 in the morning with my brother. There was already about 30 people in front of us when we got there, which was pretty crazy. Shout out to Battle Rap Slave. We kicked it for most of the event. Um, so from 9:30 till about 1 o'clock, all we were doing was debating battles, mad battles, for about 2.5, 3 hours before we got into the venue. Made the time pass. The War Report came out, and they were kicking it with the fans, interviewing the fans with predictions. Um, Danny Myers came through. He was messing with the fans. He actually I got a chance to talk to him for a couple minutes. He said he was going to give me some of his Cortez bars, and I never got a chance to meet back up with him. But seemed like a real cool dude. HA Double was rocking with the fans, um, and then Queens Flip came through, and he was wigging on a lot of the fans in the crowd, which was crazy. Just like he does in the blogs, and he was real cool. He was real cool. Also, the bar exam came through. The game show, the bar exam came through, and they were asking questions. They were having the fans ask questions for the show. So check for me on there. I'm gonna be on the next episode. I got a crazy question about surf subtitles, so be on the lookout for that. Doors open at 1 o'clock. They actually opened on time. Event was supposed to start at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock rolls around. DJ Don DeMarco still playing music. 2:30 rolls around, still playing music. No advertisements on stage yet. None of the camera guys are set up. Crowd starts booing crazy, crazy, crazy. Don DeMarco says, "We're just getting warmed up." He gets booed right off the stage. No choice but for Smack to come right on out and get the battles going. So he introduced what it was he said he doesn't know who's in the back and who's ready. He just calls a name out, and that's who's battling. He called out B Magic and Conceited first. So that's the first battle of the night. Now, the issue with the first battle was there was big time mic issues. The mics were messed up. They were not loud enough. The lavalier mics that they clip onto the neck. That took about another 25 minutes to set up after that. Once I got the mic issue taken care of, B Magic went first. Crazy first round. He had a Cavalier, running back to the Cavalier like LeBron James. Got the crowd going crazy. Conceited comes back with an amazing first round from Conceited. Punched B Magic's life away in the first round, I thought. He had a crazy slow it down, amen, which was insane. When you see it on camera, it's going to be crazy. Second and third, B Magic came back crazy. He had some sort of Bad Boys 2 scheme. I forget if it was the second or third round, but that shook the building pretty good. And Conceited, a lot of you guys probably wouldn't think that, but Conceited tailed off the last two rounds. So I actually gave that battle to B Magic 2-1. Debatable either way. On camera, it's probably going to be crazy for both of them. So right after that battle was over, I guess Smack came back out on stage, and he called Averb or John the Don to the stage. And apparently I was reading on Twitter, John wasn't even in the building at the time when Smack said that. So I guess he had to improvise, and Hitman ended up coming out, which shook the building because everybody thought that was going to be the main event. So Hitman comes out. Hitman Surf, his second battle of the night. And that's probably around like 5 o'clock, 4:45, 5 o'clock at night. Surf started. Surf started off round one. Crazy first round from Surf. He started off his first round with the Midwest movement, Midwest grooving, like he did against X Factor. And then he said, "Let me holla at you," to Hitman. That's how he started off his round. Couple crazy lines in that first round. Surf said, "I didn't want to get shot for shit. I reached so much. It's like I forgot I had the shit," or something crazy like that, and it shook the building in the first round. Surf's first round, he ended short. I'm not sure if it was a choke or not. he looked like he was about to go again, and then he said Jersey, and then that was like the end of his round. So it could have been a little stumble, a little choke. Either way, he wasn't getting that first round off of Hitman. Hitman's first round was the best first round I may have ever seen in the URL. Definitely the best round I ever seen from Hitman. The remix that he had with Show Out was just insane. Said something like, "I'm gonna rip his spleen out," and then he had a little tussle with Show Out on stage, and they remixed that, and then Show Out came up to Surf, and he said, "I'm gonna knock him clean out." And he said that they had to do it twice because he rewinded it, he remixed it, and the second time he went up to Surf, he was right up to his face like that, and Surf kind of went like that to his face, and then he pulled back because I guess with the contract issues, you can't really touch any of the battlers or anybody on stage, so he kind of pulled back and like clenched his fists a little bit. And you could tell I was right in the front row, right in front of Surf, and after he choked in that first round, he just kept looking down like this, like, man, I fucked up. I got to get this back. It looked like he was still trying to remember his rhymes. So he comes back in the second round with a fire second round. Fire. Straight fire. Typical Surf, going hard, talking that street stuff. Hitman comes back in the second round. Good performance. Not quite enough. Not quite enough from Hitman to win that second round. Not so sure why he continues battle after battle coming after Shotgun, but I think it takes away from his performance and his bars when he keeps coming to Shotgun Suge. Not sure why he keeps doing that. Third round, Surf comes out and has the most epic, and I'm talking epic, third round that I've ever heard from Sue Surf. Shouts out to Tsunami Surf, man. He's probably one of my favorite battlers. But he came out with this third round that was just insane. He took an angle. Like, Hitman grew up with his two parents, and I only grew up with my mama. Every time this bar was crazy. I'm not going to give you too much because I want you all to see the battle when it drops. But he said something to the effect of, your mom's sitting in the stands at your basketball games holding up signs, and when I want to talk to my mom, they say, inmate, press number 9. Something like that. It was just, the whole round was like that, talking about it, comparing their two lives. And Surf shook the building. Surf definitely shook the building, took the show, and it just took away from whatever Hitman was going to say in that third round. Hitman got booed in the second round, possibly again in the third, from what I remember. He actually came at Surf's church bar. I forget if it was the second or third, saying like, what does it have to do with church? And he came saying he had like a San Fran 49ers UR in the middle of SF. That Surf didn't hit with the crowd. He also came with a subtitle that he remixed. Didn't hit like he wanted it to in the crowd. So overall, classic battle. But I give it to Surf 2-1 easy. Next battle that's on the list was, let me see real quick, Verb and John John. So Verb and John John come out. John John looks like he's ready to battle. Verb's real cool. He's in his St. Louis demeanor like he always is. I can't remember who went first. It might have been Verb, but he came out and had a crazy fire first round. Did a crazy showtime. Got the crowd going crazy. He said something like 2 barrels. I got 2 barrels spinning and then like the Roman candles. And then he said he had 2 guns firing, looking like 2 baby dragons breathing. That got the crowd moving pretty good. Again, in the beginning, the fans were only catching John John's lines just a little bit. I think when it comes back on camera, fans will catch it a little bit more. Verb got booed for one line. He said, "I wake everybody up early. I'm like a rooster," or something. Like, Verb, come on. And I'm a fan of Verb, so I was like. But he came back hard like the second round. I think he got the first and second, and John John had a crazy multiple choice scheme. I know I'm tired of it too, but this one was fire for whatever reason. When you guys see it on camera, and it didn't hit in the building like I thought it would, but when you see that, you'll see how crazy it is. So I give that to Verb 2-1. I think Verb won the first and second, and John John won the third. After that. Oof. DNA and Tay Rock. I don't know how much you guys have seen on Twitter about this battle, but I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. It was Tay Rock 3-0. And I expected a lot more from DNA. I mean, DNA wasn't even that bad, but it was just Tay-Rock was that good. Tay-Rock stole the show, and he had probably the second best performance of the night next to Hitman Holla. Tay-Rock easily stole the show at Summer Madness. Expected DNA to come out a little bit harder in his first round. He did the whole get him the fuck out of here at the end, and they said no, and then that didn't hit as hard as everybody thought it would. Tay-Rock came back in the first round and y'all know his slogan, get him the out of here. And then he said no, and then he goes, if I was Smack, I say you ain't getting your second half of your money. Yo, son, get the fuck out of here. And they got that whole crowd going crazy. After that, DNA had nothing to say after that. Second round could have been a little bit debatable. DNA had like a dot reach type bar. I think like one or two other people had that during the night, so it wasn't too crazy. Tay-Rock's lines were crazy. There's so many, I don't want to give them all away. He had something to the effect of, I pulled a can from underneath my shirt like I'm shoplifting. I don't care where you are, D, you're in the middle of murder. That was crazy. DNA said a lot of like little clips. There's a lot going back and forth about how he battled Clips and got bodied by Clips. Tay-Rock said a couple crazy lines, and his hype man was like falling over like this, and he almost knocked Poison Pen off the stage. So Poison Pen was standing behind Tay-Rock with I think Dan Bars and like a couple other Cave Gang guys or whatever, and he almost knocked Poison Pen off stage when he fell back after one of Rock's hard punchlines or whatever. And I guess towards the end of that battle, Poison Pen took out Exclusive Vodka and poured it on the stage or on the ground right in front of the stage, saying, this is over, DNA's done. I think in the third round when Tay-Rock was spitting, his third round, DNA had his like back to the crowd. He didn't even want to look at Tay-Rock or the crowd just because he was getting killed. My opinion, Tay-Rock didn't even have to spit that third round and would have been over. So I definitely give that clear 3-0 Tay-Rock, maybe 2-1 at the very least for DNA when you see it on camera. But yeah, so final battle of the night. Before let me tell you what happened in between that battle. So right before the T-Rex and Clips battle, Cassidy shows up. Goods takes the microphone out of Smack's hands and says, he goes, I'm from that era where we didn't have to prepare to write. I got 30 in the clip for Cassidy. Let's do it right now. Throws the money on the stage. Like, yeah, let's do this. Cassidy grabs the mic, has a bunch of excuses as always. I'm about that chicken. He said he's always about that chicken. And so obviously that didn't happen. Cassidy was laughing. Goods was laughing. So I don't think they expected either for it to really go down. But so we get to Clips Rex. Another 3-0 body bag. This was worse than Rock DNA. Clips is the best in the world. Best in the world. We need to see him versus Hollow. We need to see him versus Lux. And I don't see Clips losing to either of them. He's just way too good. Way too good. No freestyle from Clips. All three written. And solid, polished rounds. Rex started it off. And he had mentioned to the crowd that his nephew died overnight. Rest in peace. Shout out to him for even showing up. He said he wasn't going to battle at first, and he decided to do it for the culture. So shout out to T-Rex. I respect that, real dude. Right before the battle, he had talked to me, my brother, and like a couple other guys in the crowd. He said, don't worry about the first two rounds. And this is coming right out of T-Rex's mouth. He said, don't worry about the first two rounds. Just wait till the third. Just be patient. He said to the T, he said, be patient for that third round. So me and my brother and my buddy in front of me were looking at each other like, all right, let's wait till this third round. It's going to be a classic. Mic issues again. T-Rex's mic wasn't working properly. Wasn't loud enough, but he decided to spit with the two lavaliers. They put two lavaliers on their collars so it would project a little bit more. First round was about 60 to 75 seconds from Rex. Typical Rex bars, but it was mad short. Easy right at the end of his round, and everybody was looking around like, what the fuck? What's going on here? Crowd booed a little bit, starting to get a little hostile in the crowd. Clips comes back and has a crazy first round. Typical Clips. He pretty much destroyed T-Rex in that first round. He had a crazy Sports Center scheme, talking about like around the horn, first take. He said he got 2 guns. He named one Skip and the other Steven, and it's A. Smith that'll push your wig back or something crazy like that. Shook the building. Clips had easily one of the best performances of the night. I guess Clips and Tay-Rock had the 2 best performances. Not Hitman. Clips and Tay-Rock for sure. So it seemed like the second round that Rex spit was again super short round. It sounded like a mixtape verse. I'm not sure. I don't really listen to T-Rex music. Said it was probably about another 60 to 90 second verse. Looked like he slipped up and then he just stopped and said easy again. We'll have to see it again on camera. But Clips came back and he had another fire round. I can't remember exactly the bars he said right off top. This is like, I'm doing this like 1 or 2 days after the event. So he had a crazy second round. Shook the building again. He had to stop quite a few times because the mics weren't loud enough and the crowd had to be really quiet to listen. So he had to rewind his bars a few times. But another crazy round. Crowd was really messing with Clips. So it comes to the third round, and we're looking at each other like, all right, here we go. Rex is ready to spit this round. And he took the personal route. And I'm not going to give too much away because I want you guys to, watch the battle and have a little bit of element of surprise. But he took an angle like coming at Clip's dad, saying he was a snitch or whatever, and he was locked up. And you could tell by one of the songs that Vado says, talking about Clip's pops or something like that. Crazy round, probably going to be a little crazier on camera. After those first 2 rounds, the crowd really wasn't messing with Clips that much. Messing with Rex that much. Because he cut his 2 rounds short right in the beginning. Third round, it was pretty much talking about his dad was a snitch. And that he's got a guy in jail. He's got one of his buddies in jail that's doing 18 years and he ain't told once or something. He brought that back quite a few times. After every couple bars, he would say that. So now it's on Clips' third round. And we're waiting on something epic. It's Clips' third round. It's Summer Madness 4. It's Irving Plaza. There's over 1,500 people in there. Let's go. So we're waiting on Clips' third round, and he must have known what angle Rex was going to use. I don't know if somebody told him or he just had an idea. So Clips comes back crazy in his third round. I mean, this was probably one of the most fire rounds other than Hitman's first round against Surf. He came back and said, my name is Charlie Brown III. It's a funny name. He goes, but fuck my pop's life. My mom's the real gangster in my family. When he said that, the roof came off of Irving Plaza. Almost a little bit less than Hitman's first round, but the roof was coming off when he said that. And that third round was like, he just used that whole angle the entire round. Like, how's my pops a snitch if he's doing 25 to life? My mama raised me, all type of stuff like that. And by the time he said one crazy bar, and he must have had like a 4-bar scheme to end his round, but they cut him off for whatever reason. And the crowd just went crazy. Like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. It looked like he had a little bit more to say. And then Beasley got on the mic, took the mic from Smack, and he said, battle's over. Thanks for coming out. Summer Madness 4. And that was pretty much the end of the battle. And Clips was yelling to the crowd after the crowd settled down a little bit. Said, anybody who bet against me, I want my money now. I'm coming for it. So overall, Clips 3-0 body bag. Never seen Rex lose that bad in my life. I know he had a lot going on, so shout out to T-Rex. Thanks for coming out to support the culture. Summer Madness 4. Smack. Shout out to Smack, URLTV.tv. Norbs, Beasley, Chico. Great event. Awesome. Can't wait to get to my second event, man. This is my first event, Summer Madness 4. We made history. Let's get it.